It's definitely a fun-filled ride, and it's definitely well-paced. The dip is definitely the most exciting part. Coming from the mountain down the track, it goes right under the timber-framed bridge. It looks like you're gonna run smack into it, and the very last second you dip down. People look thrilled until they get to right there, and then there's definitely genuine fear.
The cave with the monster is also really, really cool. My brother walked outside with me to the backyard, and he said, "Michael, we're gonna build the Matterhorn." And I thought, okay, that makes perfect sense.
He said, we saw a backyard roller coaster on YouTube and we were like, we can do that, but better.
And so my brother and I decided if we're gonna make a ride, we're gonna make a Disney ride, because those are the best.
When I'm talking with people, I'll be like, yeah, I was in Napa, working on the roller coaster, filming the roller coaster, and they'll be like, what now?
Wait, are you serious? That you built, what? How? The Matterhorn is one of my favorites, absolutely. We used to live in Southern California, and when we lived there, we were annual pass holders. That's our go-to vacation spot. It was something that my parents, it meant a lot to them when they were growing up.
So the original ride is called the Matterhorn. We added the Alpine Escape. People see it online and it looks big, but when you actually stand next to it and you realize just how much work has to go into a project like this, it sort of takes your breath away.
It is kind of fun to call and say, yeah, we need a ton of steel, literally. That was cool.
I would compare it a lot to the old barn raising they used to have back in the day. It's a lot like that, just bringing a whole bunch of friends together, drawing up plans.
There was a lot of trial and error. The Yeti, he wasn't in the original plan. And then eventually I just thought, if we're going to all this trouble, we might as well have the Yeti. He pluses the ride, to quote Walt Disney.
And I said, hey, my brother Matthew, he could probably print you guys a head, like a 3D print, so we can actually design our own monster. And Michael's immediate response was, well, if we can do that, why wouldn't we do that?
My this is awesome moment was when I wrote it for the first time. Because for me, that was when everything came together.
During the night, the ride sort of takes on a life of its own. We designed a full-on fireworks projection show, similar to how Disneyland has the lights projected on their castle, and we projected a light display straight onto the side of the mountain with a full music track. That was definitely a fun way to wrap up the whole experience. Couldn't have imagined 2020 turning out like it did. I don't think anybody could have, but I definitely think this made 2020 a lot better for all of us. It's not just the finished project, it's the journey that led to the end of that project. And all the great stories and all the great, moments, especially during COVID where it's so hard, to have any sort of fellowship. It really felt like, wow, we all did this, we pulled this off. It's definitely a one-of-a-kind feeling. The idea is to tear this down in the next few months or so to build a even longer roller coaster, this time modeled after Disney's Big Thunder.
There's a lot of great memories, joyful moments that I will remember forever. I'm looking forward to the next one.